Greetings and welcome to newszimbabwe.com news. I am Makanaka Masengama. Stories making the headlines. Biti's book launched. Chamisa sings his praises. Double tragedy for cyclone Idai victims. And the courts, Baba Jukwa free again to sue state for unlawful arrest and prosecution. In business, Econet Wireless effectively hikes tariffs. In sports, Tendai beats Mtawarira to make Super Rugby history. Now the news in greater detail. MDC President Nelson Chamisa has praised his party deputy chairperson Tendai Biti for emphasizing democracy in his new book, Democracy Works, launched in Harare this Thursday. Chamisa was addressing a crowd of diplomats who include U.S. Ambassador to Zimbabwe, Brian Nicholas, say the book is a useful resource in the quest to entrench democracy and create strong state institutions.
We need to start focusing on transformation, building on the foundation of this liberation narrative. But to be able to do that, these books are very important because they are building blocks to what we want to see and what we want to achieve. So you have really contributed to the arsenal of the tools, the toolkit of democracy in our country. And we hope that for those of us who are the alternative, we also don't imbibe from the corrupted world of autocracy. It's very easy. A lot of books have been written about autocracy, and these books are very lucrative. That's why you find that some people are actually copying from those books, and that is what we want to run away from, so that we emphasize democracy. There has not been any change of institutions, because institutions are more important than just personality. And this is what this book is all about, to emphasize institutions and to be able to then look at the laws so that we have a constitution that is implemented, not a constitution that is just there in name. We have a constitutions without constitutionalism. And I hope that this book will help us to be able to deal with those issues.
The book, Democracy Works, was authored by Biti, former Nigerian President Olusegun Obasanjo, Greg Mills, former Liberian President Ellen Johnson, Salif and Jeffrey Herberts from the American Jewish University. However, consignment of 200 books that Biti and his co-authors had earmarked for the Zimbabwean market were confiscated by authorities at the Robert Mugabe International Airport. Biti said the Zimbabwean government had come short, probably fearing touching a storm with Obasanjo. The former Nigerian president and Mills attended the launch in Harare.
I think they wanted to prevent us from coming in, but they realized they would touch a storm with the President Obasanjo. They then said, what's the next best thing? Let's get the books. We have about 200 books.
3 victims of Cyclone Idai died on Thursday afternoon in Chimanimani, while several others were injured after the brakes of an army truck failed while transporting relief food. The truck plowed into victims of the tropical storm who were waiting to receive aid. Zimbabwe National Army Public Relations Director, Lieutenant Aflois Makotore, confirmed the accident. Soldiers have been coordinating relief efforts in Chimanimani and Chipinge following the cyclone Idai. According to the World Food Programme, approximately 270,000 people in Chimanimani and Chipinge need emergency food assistance after cyclone Idai. In the courts, former Sunday Mail editor Edmund Kudzai, who was accused of abusing Zimbabwe National Army uniform after he was caught with an umbrella that bore the colors of the country's military while driving in Harare's Borodale suburb, has been acquitted. Harare Magistrate Victoria Mashamba ruled it was a shame that the state could come with such a charge, considering that an umbrella was never listed as part of camouflage uniform. In 2014, Kudzai was arrested and charged, but again acquitted for being the man behind a faceless Facebook character known as Baba Jukwa that provided inside information for ZANU-PF and government meetings as they happened. Still in the courts, Nyanga South MP Superman Wanzira, who is on trial on charges of corruption, had his stringent reporting conditions relaxed after complaining circumstances were infringing on his livelihood. The former cabinet minister is facing criminal abuse of office charges relating to the alleged illegal award of consultancy deal to South African company Megawatt, prejudicing state parastatal net one about $5 million. Seeking relief recently, Manduanzira, through his lawyer, advocate Tembokosi Magwaliba, said the conditions were too stringent to allow him to fend for his family. In business, leading mobile operator Econet Wireless has hiked tariffs to 21 cents per minute, up from around 16 cents per minute, while per second charges now stand at 0.0036 cents, which will come into force on the 1st of April. Econet's media relations and analytics executive Fungai Mandivei told newzimbabwe.com that fixed international calls under the Group 1 category will be charged 77 cents per minute, while mobile phones calls will attract $1.2 RTGS per minute. The announcements directly contradicts earlier social media reports that Econet had increased tariffs to $0.038 per second, which would add up to an effective charged $2.28, and those who opt for per minute billing will still be charged 22 cents per minute, even if the call lasts for 10 seconds. We shall be taking a short break. We'll be back soon.
Many people have been asking me how did I manage it, because they could see that everything was there, everything was just happening, things were being paid. So I've told people that it was through Diaspora Funeral Cash Plan. So I would advise everyone to join this Diaspora Funeral Cash Plan. Their policy is good because it took all the weight off my shoulders.
In sports, Zimbabwe-born rugby star Tendai Best Mtawarira will make history on Saturday by equaling former Springboks captain Adrian Strauss' record as the most capped South African Super Rugby player. The 33-year-old veteran prop was on Wednesday named in Sharks' starting lineup for Saturday's clash against the Bulls at Kings Park in Durban, which will see him matching Strauss' record of having featured in 156 Super Rugby fixtures. Meanwhile, Mtawarira, who has been in the country, has pledged his support for rugby development programs being run in Zimbabwe, such as the TEG Rugby Trust, before taking time to share his knowledge with players from local franchise Harare Sports Club. To end this news bulletin, here are the headlines once more. Peter's book launched, Chamisa sings his praises. Double tragedy for cyclone Idai victims. In business, Econet Wireless effectively hikes tariffs. And in sports, Tendai Best Mtawarira to make Super Rugby history. Reporting for newzimbabwe.com, I am Makanaka Masenyama. For these and more stories, to visit our website www.newzimbabwe.com and our YouTube channel Zim TV.